Look, I honestly believe that 20 teams are far too many in the rugby league competition at the moment, and I think if we could get to a situation where there's 12 or 14 in a couple of years' time, I think everybody would be happy.
I remember as a player thinking, if we play well, if we make the semis, how can they possibly get rid of us?
We had the biggest pack in the comp, you know, we had 5 guys that were 6'5", which back in those days was a massive pack.
He goes in the corner!
From day one, we were on the chopping block. We're not going to go away. We're going to ride the storm and we're going to stick at it.
With the new criteria the league, the NRL's established, we're going to need a lot more money.
You may as well forget it. You don't have a case or merge.
All decided that we should shake it up, that we should take on the old board.
We decided that Group 14 was what we'd call ourselves because we were the supporters of South Sydney.
When you actually looked at what was going on, the fix was in.
The NRL has took us out of the competition for the year 2000.
News Limited had no idea what they were getting into.
Without George, there was no fight.
For the fight in the trenches, in the dirt, in the slugfest, he was your man.
If George has got a stance, he will stand there and he won't let go and he'll punch on till the end.
One thing Mr Murdoch's got to realise, this is not about big business, this is about sport, and sport belongs to the people.
3, 2, 1, march!
And they were coming and coming, it wasn't stopping. And I was thinking, geez, this is a lot bigger than what I thought was going to happen here.
And that's when we started the movement.
We were all plunging into darkness. We had no idea where this was going to take us.
Because they were looking for us to put on the table that we had $10 million.
You can't do it.
We get the 10 million and the court case moves on.
Their publicist rang our publicist and said, "We've got 3 words for you, Rupert's gone nuclear."
There's a good lesson in not taking things for granted.
It's very important that we have the South continuing on.
And to take on a fight that was so right, so hard, so apparently unwinnable.
They all admitted that they'd stuffed up. They knew they'd made one of the biggest mistakes in sports history. For South to be kicked out, it was like a punch in the guts. It was, and worse.
I'm immensely proud that the club was able to do what it did, limited resources, but just called on people power.
And you can't buy that, you can't sell it. That feeling is just fantastic. That's why it's great to be a South supporter.
That's the 3 toughest years of my life.
It invokes so much passion, so much joy. It's hard for the younger people today to realise what it meant for us to be reinstated.
3 cheers for George.